Hey guys, I've got a few minutes to myself. This is an unplanned video. I don't expect it to be long. I know I look like shit. Check out the bra and onesie combo, but it's hot. Well, it's been hot today, so. Right, yeah. So disclaimers. I'm one woman, one middle-aged woman with no filters and lots of opinions. I just sit here and chat, and also I swear. Now, I can't really talk about this. I saw something last night. I follow this guy called Sahar TV on YouTube, and he's Israeli, I think, and he does he talks with certain religions and whatever. And he played this video last night. I'm saying his name so that you can go and look, because I can't talk about this legally. Right? It's so insane. But the footage is on YouTube to go and find. And he'd got 3 leaders, of a particular religion that I can't name. And these people were having a chit chat. It was like a podcast type scenario, all 3 with the microphones, sat round a table, podcast, right? But these people were all of the same religion, and they were talking about ethnic cleansing, of buying land. This one of them had bought a huge space of land in America with lots of plots on it, and apparently they sold out in 20 minutes or something, all of these plots. And the plan is they have a centre of worship in the middle of this place, and everybody who lives there, 75% of the cost of them living there goes to this place of worship in the middle. Thus far, and these men say it, right, thus far nobody's going to want to live there, because they'll have their own religions and whatever, and they won't want to pay that money to us, because they don't, like anybody who isn't 100% with us basically will get rid of themselves. The rubbish will chuck itself out. And they're all like, yeah, like we're, can I use the word infiltrate? Like basically plans. These 3 men were sitting and making plans of how, I don't even feel like I can say it, even though I'm not saying who they are or what they're talking about, because freedom of speech. Literally, as well, I'm going to tell you, go watch Jesus Enrique Rosas, right? He's done a video on Keir Starmer, body language. He's the body language guy. And he's done a video on Keir Starmer blatantly lying. And literally what he says about Sadiq Khan is absolutely golden. You need to go and watch that video if you're interested in English politics. It's just a show. We know it's just a show, right? Anyways, so I watched this thing last night, and these 3 men were saying really negative stuff about, will I get in trouble if I say the West, because it implies something? I don't know. But literally, what these guys were saying, if I said out loud, I watched these guys, this is what they were saying, and this is what they were talking about, I'd get arrested. And they were literally sharing plans. Pinky in the brain shit, like literally. And they were all the brain, and they're sitting there like, this is how we take over the, And I think, because I do take this shit on board, how we're conditioned to behave. And this whole racism thing and the phobia that we can't say, I don't want to say, because it might give illusions as to what I've been talking about previously. Do you know what I mean? Still going to say it, might be in code, but at the end of the day, there are people on this planet who don't think we're very good or very worthy of anything, and that they deserve better than we do. And last night I watched 3 of them. 3 religious leaders sit there and just say things that literally, if anybody else said, they would be arrested for reporting on it. And then today I saw a news article where basically there's a police investigation going on because in certain places of worship, in I think there were 3, Manchester and 2 other ones, where they got footage of the pastor of the place basically saying to go out and unalive all, literally calling for mass murder. I watched 3 men call for mass murder on the streets of anybody just because of the religion, just because they're I'm not going to mention the religion because I don't want to get into trouble, but I feel this shit, man. I know the hate you get when you go, excuse me, but the emperor's naked, mate. You know what I mean? I put it to you that the reason you're not allowed to question them is because they're the baddies. Some clever person somewhere, that is a quote, I swear, like to learn who it is that controls you, look at who you're not allowed to question. And literally, ultimately, the bad guy, we don't even know who they are anyway. They created all of the religions. And yesterday I had this, like, at least half an hour I was stood on my doorstep with this most amazing Sikh man. We were talking religion. He was a Sikh. I don't have any religion. And he got it. He just got it. That man, even though he's not a practicing Sikh, like, that man understood religion, like, and the fact that ultimately any religion should just come down to its basic thing of love. And there's one particular religion that I see on this planet that is not about love, that's about sex and death. So yeah, you can decide who you think I'm on about. I'm so sorry, but I'm not, because somebody needs to fucking say this. And in England, we've got a fucking Prime Minister who sits there and goes, puts his fucking hand up to speak, mate. When he's hosting a foreign national, and that foreign national is roasting him on everything, he puts his hand up to speak and goes, Britain has had free speech for God knows out of 60 years or 30 years, whatever. I don't care what he says, because it's all bollocks. And this Jesus breaks it down. And this man is lying. Look at him. This is how he's lying. This is an indication of lying. That's an indication of lying. He is squirming in his chair while Donald Trump is spitting logic. Now, I ain't a fan of Donald Trump. I'm not like MAGA or anything like that. It ultimately is owned by them as well. He can't do shit, mate. Epstein, come on. He can't. Like, he's owned by powerful people. And he's just done them a fucking huge solid. Sounds wrong. So they'll now be like, mate, fucking go for it. You're the poster child. Like, we'll let you get away with whatever you want to get away with now because you've done our business. Fuck knows. But he destroyed Keir Starmer, and Keir Starmer sat there like a little fucking gimp. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. So sorry. No, I'm going to do it. Fuck it. Because I'm in a what the fuck. And who knows if anybody's still watching by now anyway. But I'm currently writing, if you follow me on TikTok, I do a load of I can't help myself, like parodies type thing. What do you call them? Like when but yeah, I rewrite songs a lot in my head, right? And I've got one at the minute that I'm writing about Keir Starmer. And if you want to join in, please feel free, right? But the starting line is my favourite line that I've got. Well, basically, what I'm writing the whole song around is like, your hair looks like your mum did it for your school photo. That's what I've got. If you've got anything that could work as a second line and rhyme with photo, or change the word photo, like, let's get involved in this. And then I've got, you're embarrassing, and we tell you every day. And then I've got 'cause you're a wanker. So yeah, that's all I've got. And I've been sitting on this for fucking months because I don't think about it very often. Usually I get it done in a day, but because I've been stuck on certain bits and I want to get it right. So yeah, if you've made it till the end, it's only 11 minutes, but yeah, I just thought I'd talk about things I can't talk about without actually talking about them. Have a few minutes by myself. And yeah, this is how bad the hair is, look. In an ideal world, you know, like, I'd have it like with grey and some other colour, you know, like, but literally use cheap shampoo, and I'm going brown next because I cannot wait to get rid of this fucking hair colour because I can't stand it for shit. And on that note, I will leave you. Please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, because let's face it, at the end of the day, this is quality content, right? You don't get other people sitting there and talking to you like this, as honest as this. Even the truth movement people, mainly, everybody's got to sit there and interview people and whatever. And I think that we're going to change this world by just removing all of the filters and just being honest. And I think that if you sat and got a little package together of irrefutable things that people have noticed, and you've heard people talking about, you know, all Rona related shit and whatever. Most people know somebody that's been taken by the cure. Robert Smith, you naughty boy. For example, and put all these things down and just gave it to them, like had somebody give you half an hour of their time to just explain exactly what's going on, and with love and compassion, honesty, truth, but ultimately love and wanting to share. If people just went like, right, okay, I'll give you half an hour, what have you got? And we put it in such a way that you literally couldn't get away from it. I think that, sorry, is this incitement? I'm so sorry. And on that note, I'll bugger off before I get myself in any more trouble. Thank you. Yeah, so please consider subscribing, because I'm not your kind of person that you'll find in as you go about. And the more I talk about things that they don't like, the less that they're going to make sure that anybody sees me anywhere. Anything I post on Facebook is heavily shadow banned. So literally it's, and share. Look, literally, if you like anything that I've said, please share it and discuss it with other people. And, you know, like, by honest communication. My watchwords are honesty and communication. Tell me the truth and lots of it. And the more we converse with honesty and logic and common sense and ultimately love, the more that we do that, the quicker that we're going to sort this shit out. And I truly believe that this can be sorted out in our lifetime. But if I get to 70, and I'm still having to say these same things, then I'm probably not going to have that. But I've always said, like, it won't be done in our lifetime. It won't be done by our generation. You know, like, we need to teach the kids what the truth is. We need to let the kids watch Keir Starmer and go, right, do you think that man's telling the truth? No. What makes you think he's not telling the truth? And go through the body language together. Real world shit. not take a lesson online and know this. Just go into the real world, talk about facts and logic and common sense, and ultimately love. And now I am going because I'm getting on my own tits, and also I've got to put my rice on. So thank you for coming. Please come back and never forget that I love you all. Bye.